Carl, we'll start off. We're in a bit of a different location today at the Mid Yorkshire Golf Course.
Yeah, it's Andrew's invited me to the Doncaster Rovers Golf Day, which I'm looking forward to. Last time I played at this course, I won it, so hopefully I'll clean up today on the Rovers one. You know, real good for myself to come along to these sort of events with the Rovers, to get to know all the sponsors and mingle with them sort of blokes, you know, who really support the Rovers, and get talking to them, and hopefully get them to come down and support the Dons as well as part of Club Doncaster.
Now, looking back to last weekend, a very good first half, but unfortunately Lee came back in the second half and won the preliminary playoff game. How did you think that went?
Listen, you know, I was real proud of the players. I thought they really got stuck into them. They give them a fright in the first 20 minutes. You know, if Kizzy could have just kept going and got that ball over the line, I'm not too sure they could have came back from that. So the scoreline looked, you know, like we took a bit of a pasting, but I can assure everyone who didn't go that, you know, the first 20 it was all Doncaster, and then the second half was 24-14 for a long period before Lee sort of got on top. Now, listen, they're the best team in the league, and we're not making any excuses, but, you know, Paul Cook's team at the moment is busted. We've got, you know, a few injuries, but we'll keep going and we'll keep digging in, and we'll have a crack. But you know, I tried to explain to people we came in 9 weeks early, purely because the year before we'd only won 2 out of 11, and we didn't feel that when we sat down, me and Cookie, we didn't feel that we wanted to do that this year. We wanted to hit the ground running, purely because halfway through the year, if you were in that bottom 5, you were in a scrap and the pressure's on, and it could have went against us. So it worked. The plan worked. We started the season, we were 9 out of 11, which give us a bit of a buffer away from the bottom clubs. So the plan did work. We may be feeling a little bit of those effects now because we've been in a lot longer than a lot of the other clubs. So and we've got a few injuries as well, which it's hard to take. But listen, don't get me wrong, the players have got another game in them, and they'll give all they've got, and we'll go out on Sunday and we'll really have a crack. So, you know, we are where we are, and you know, the job's been done. We've done what we achieved to do. We only wanted to make the 8 and we finished 4th, but you know, I'm really proud of Paul, and I'm really proud of the players, and as I know the club are, the owners are, and everything like that. So I'm pretty sure the supporters deep down are really proud of them. But it's Sheffield, and we all know what our fans are like when we play Sheffield. They probably wouldn't have minded if we finished 10th, as long as we beat Sheffield. So we understand that as well.
Throughout the season, Doncaster have continuously upped the game for the big sides. This one's a bit of a decider this season, with Sheffield winning 1 game and Doncaster winning the other. It's been dubbed as a decider ahead of the match. How much are you looking forward to it?
Oh, listen, it'll be a cracker. It will be a cracker. Don't get me wrong. Sheffield will want to win, and we want to win. And regardless of what happens, you know, at the game, regardless whether I'm sitting here telling you our players are tired, we're busted, and all that, it doesn't matter. They'll pick themselves up off the floor for this game. It's a big game. We understand that, but the players will give everything they've got. I know that our players do, and you've said there that, you know, when we play the teams in the top half of the table and we know we've got to turn up, we go well. It's the teams down the bottom half of the table that we struggled against. So I've not got an issue with the attitude for the weekend. And like I say, I'm pretty sure the players will pick themselves up and get themselves up for this game against Sheffield Eagles, because it will be a beauty. And you know, all we need is the fans to come out and support us and get behind the boys, and I know that gives them a lift. So if we can, we need everyone down there, and Sheffield think it's their home ground now, because they've had a couple of good wins against us, and they won against Batley there last week. But we'll certainly let them know that it's our home ground in the first 20 minutes. I'm sure of that.
Just finally, you talked about the injury situation at the moment. Is there any chance of players coming on dual reg from Hull FC for the game at the weekend?
Well, we do have, there is 3 or 4 players who are eligible, who've played 3 games before the deadline. We all know about the system there, and but however, it's a little bit difficult because they've finished their season, and we all know that you know, big clubs have these mad Mondays and let their hair down in the last week after the season. So We'll assess where we are first. If we have to make the call, we'll make the call. But that's up to Paul Cook. If Paul says to me to make the call to Motu Tony over at and Lee Radford at Hull, we'll make the call, and we might have to speak to a couple of their players. But we feel it's only fair that we give our boys the opportunity who've played all year to put the hand up and say they're fit and have a crack. But if we're struggling, we'll make the call.